The holidays are coming up, and sometimes it's hard to get the family to sit down and play a board game with you. But I think you might have a chance if you use one of these games we're going to suggest. This is our top 10 word games. I'm Jesse.
I'm Melissa.
This is iHeart Board Games. Welcome. Let's talk about some board games. But first, let's talk about our honorable mentions. Let's put them in the back because they really are number 11, 12, and 13. Yeah. So what do you got to start?
All right, so I have a few honorable mentions, and I'm going to start with Paperback. It's one we haven't played too often, but we have played both at the table and computer. And I enjoy it for the most part. They have had different expansions. They even have hardback now. It just doesn't get played a lot. So I feel like it doesn't come up very much.
And especially if you're sitting with family. That wasn't one of our criteria, by the way, the family thing. But that would be a bit more complicated for them, I think.
Yeah,
but it's a gamer's word game. My number 13, I guess, would be Letter Jam. It's a bit more complicated than I like to bring it out all the time. But when I'm playing it, I like what I'm doing. You each have a word that's assigned to you, but you don't know what your word is. I think everybody else is trying to help you get it. If everyone gets it, you're golden. It's a co-op game. Yeah. What's your number 12?
Mine is Upwards. It's a classic one. It's one I played a lot as a kid, but just don't play anymore. It has come up a lot as of late, like as far as like I think getting a name for itself again. I've seen it at flea markets, and it's just a nice kind of different take on your basic Scrabble, which is being able to stack the letters on top of one another.
My number 12 is Decrypto. This is a game that's often people don't. I know some people don't like it. Some people love it. Some people it's their number one.
Oh, it's some people.
For me, it's at my number 12. I do like it, but I can't get enough people around me to play with it. I know you're not a fan of it. We played it on the stream sometimes. We stream at twitch.tv/heartboardgames Monday and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Sometimes even more than that. But come check us out. Hit us a follow. Yeah, I like Decrypto. It has a great digital implementation. We have the physical one. It just doesn't come out enough.
I think it needs the right group of people. You really do have to have 4 individuals that really have that mindset going into it, or, you know, then the team mentality is going to fail if even 1 or 2 out of the team doesn't like function properly.
Yeah. Well, I'll be one of those people. What's your number 11?
Mine is something I just mentioned. And kind of almost made it into my top 10, but I feel like there's been some development since, is Scrabble. I think that is like the grandfathered in
Scrabble,
the word game of all word games from the classics. My number
17. Scrabble.
It still is very highly ranked as a very popular word game amongst board gamers. I think it still holds a big spot for me in word gaming.
My number 11, I can't believe this didn't make it. I used Pub Meeple to make my top 10, which is a popular website for ranking. Codenames is my number 11. Is that in your top 10 somewhere?
Yep. We'll
we'll talk about it later. Let's jump into our proper top 10. You want to begin?
Yep. I will begin with my number 10, which is a game called Word on the Street. We played it with a good friend of ours, John, who brought it to Sobo recently. So it has
Southern Board Game Fest in Lafayette, Louisiana, coming up March
20th
through the 22nd, I think.
Sooner than you think.
SouthernGameFest.com.
We played it before Sobo, actually. It was just one of those, let's play something. You're trying to get to the ends of the either right or left. Then based on the letters you choose, you get to move either side. And you do have a teammate, so there's someone to kind of like pull from. So you don't feel so alone. Sometimes in word games, if you're just unsure of a word, you're kind of stumped and like, oh, what do I do? But you have a teammate. So I like that aspect of it. And it was very easy to learn. Jumped right in. I enjoyed it. It was a neat concept.
Yeah. The other thing I used to make my list was Board Game Geek. Click on word names. I'm not sure if this qualifies as a word game, but I guess it is because you do have to come up with words. My number 10 is Chameleon.
It's a
word game. You do have to make the words, but it feels more like a not social deduction, just a hidden, not even trader, hidden ID. Hidden identity. It's very popular right now on social media platforms. People are playing their at-home versions called Imposter, where they just write on a little piece of paper, write the word imposter, and then write the clue word that they're trying to give. Like it would be cat, for example. And everyone in the room says a word, just like in Chameleon. This is a game that works for me because it does something that Spyfall didn't do, which was stop people from looking on the table or, using their eyes to give away what role they are. And Chameleon does a better job at that. That's my number 10.
Awesome. So what is your number 9? You want to start off?
Yeah, let's do the snake thing. Yeah. So my number 9 is a game I was also introduced to at Southern Board Game Fest. It's a game called Sides.
Oh, Sides. Oh, I forgot about that one.
This is a game that is sort of inspired by Codenames, I think. Codenames released this genre upon the world, I feel like. And Sides takes that and makes it better to me because in Sides, you have a long list of letters and you have to use those letters. But instead of having just one clue giver, it goes around the table. And I like that part of it. It just takes all the pressure out. Probably the reason I'm going to talk about later why Codenames hit my number 11 and why Sides is higher than that is that all that pressure on the clue giver is gone in this. It spreads it around the table. I just like that one little rule change. Yeah. It's so much better. And you couldn't adjust Codenames to do that because so much information is needed for one person in Codenames, where Sides doesn't do that. But that's my number 9, Sides.
Awesome. Yeah, so mine is Things and Rings. It's a really neat style of like a Venn diagram and just trying to figure out how words connect with other words. And it's just, I love the Venn diagram aspect of it. It's something very easy to understand, but can be pretty clever. You just have to figure out as a clue giver, how do I get these people to put
That's
words
why I didn't
together?
make my top 10 again, is because there's a clue giver and this clue giver takes on the pressure just like Codenames does.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Some people love being in that pressure situation. I think in Things and Rings, being the person guessing is way more fun, but frustrating because you're like, what is it? You're just trying to figure it out. And maybe I like the puzzle of it all.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of a pressure cooker, but I kind of like it, for that. It's neat to be able to like guess and give clues. And the art of it and the style of it, it's very, very
Dr.
cute on the
Seuss.
table. Yeah, very. It does give a very Dr. Seuss feel. I can definitely see that.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
That all play, they knew what they were doing. So what's your number 8?
All right, so my number 8 got introduced to at Dice Tower East this summer, and that's Unspeakable Words.
Interesting.
I really did enjoy it because it made me feel like it doesn't matter if you just make a little small tiny word or a big giant word. Even though I did not play very well because I lost out big time, I enjoyed it. That was the thing. For me, my criteria with word games, I'm not the greatest speller in the world, but if I can enjoy the game, even though it's a word game, that means a lot to me. So I just enjoyed the game, and the monstery art cards were really cute, and
It was fun. I didn't like the dice rolling.
the dice rolling is, but it's
So the dice roll is basically how you take insanity. So every time you make a word, the more valuable it is, you roll a 20-sided die, and it's more likely that you'll go insane. And that dice did not agree with me. I was first out, I think.
But me and pressure luck and dice go hand in hand, so maybe that's why I liked it.
You just make the tiniest word and then never take on any insanity. That's the way to play the game, I guess.
But that's my number 8. So what's your number 8?
My number 8 might be on your list. I don't know. It's a recent one we brought out a few times called Inkling.
Ooh, we're going to talk about that later.
Let's talk about it later. My number 7, though, is one we're going to talk about right now because I know it's not on your list. It's A Message from the Stars.
Oh, no, that's not on my list.
This is a cooperative game where one of you is a clue giver, but the pressure's off in this way because it's a co-op game. So the clue giver and everyone at the table wants you to do well. You don't have that opposite team saying, are you going to come up with a word soon? It's like, no, take your time, come up with the best thing. The clue giver is thematically an alien, and we're trying to speak the same language. And so it's a language learning game in a way. But yeah, I really like it. I know you didn't like it. It's similar. It has similarities to like a Decrypto or something like that.
I will say I liked the concept of the game. I didn't like my gameplay of how I perceived the game when I played it. Now, when I played it the couple of times we played it, there can be a kind of sense of an alpha gamer, even when there's not an alpha gamer in a co-op style game, because one person might just get it. And so they're kind of running with it. And that's awesome. That's great. That's great for your team. But then when you're the person just kind of sitting there like, I don't get it. It's not happening. I don't get. Then you kind of feel like you're not in the game. And I think that's what I suffered from. It's not that I didn't like the game for what it is. It's a good game. My gameplay was not good.
Ronald, who has the game, has taught it to people, and they said they either hate it or love it. I think that's going to be true forever with this game. We still don't own it because I know you're not a fan of it. And I don't know anybody who has it around here, so it might be a while before I play it again. Yeah. That's my number 7.
Alrighty. So my number 7 is a game that we've actually made some little shorts when Ronald was around with us, and it is 3 of a Kind.
Yep, that's my number 16. So the category could be Halloween costumes, and I'm using this example because we made a TikTok about it. Go follow us on TikTok at iHeartBoardGames. Halloween costumes, it could say the furriest, the scariest, funniest, or whatever. And everybody comes up with that word on their little dry erase sheet. And you get points if you match, I think.
I think so. It's always one of those like, how am I going to get the best points? But
well, it has to make it for points, but it's a party game.
Yeah. What I liked about it is it's kind of just quick. Like, go with your gut.
It's
go
almost
with
like
your
a blank
instinct.
slate 3 at a time or something like that.
Yeah, it's like just go with your gut thought, and okay, furries think, boom, just like go with it. And that's what I like, because it's just like, okay, just come up with a word. Just come up with one word and then get it out there. And it plays really quickly, and it is a party theme style that it was just enjoyable. It's an enjoyable, short, fun game.
That was your number 6?
Yep. Oh, that was my number 7. So now I'm on to number 6, which you mentioned earlier in honorable mentions, and it has come up, Codenames. That is my number 6.
Yeah, specifically Codenames Duet for me. That's the one I prefer more.
I like a base Codenames, but Duet does bring it about to a more enjoyable like 2-player aspect. But you can play teams with Duet.
Yep, that's when I like it the most. And the reason, I guess the reason I like it the most, it makes it a co-op game where the whole table can play together. And the way they do it online just seems to work. Like all the functions online, like the hint giving system is just better than the base Codenames. And that's the other thing I like about Codenames Duet is the pressure that I was talking about the clue giver is gone as well in that one, because anybody sitting at the table can give a clue to the other side of the table. Like especially if you're playing with 6 people, any of those 3 people could be like, I'll go, I have a good one. Yeah. And then they feed it to the other 3.
Yeah.
Whereas in regular Codenames, one person. Yeah.
You're relying on this one person's thoughts. Do they know you well enough? Are they going to give you the right clue? But what I do like about Codenames is it does bring about this sense of tying in a bunch of all these randomness into one word and trying to see. It's almost like trying to see, like, can I get you to think of the thing I'm thinking of kind of aspect. It's just a neat look into like how well do you know the other people around you, to like if you put 3 words and tied them into one word, are they going to get all those 3?
Yeah.
And it's just it's a challenge. I like the challenge of it.
Yep, it's a good challenge. Number 6.
Yes, that's my number 6. So what is your number 6?
My number 6 is a game called Wordsy. This is a game where you got to feel, it'll even make you feel really smart or really dumb. You have to make a word using these cards that come out. It's like a point system. And you're just trying to make the biggest words using the most of those letters. Sometimes you'll play with someone who knocks it out of the park, gets like 25 points in one word. And then other times you'll get like 13 points with one word. It just, it depends how smart you're feeling that day. I like to play this game on the app. The app is called A Vowel. For some reason they had to change the name from Wordsy. I guess another game was called Wordsy. So they changed to A Vowel. This is a game that's been picked up by All Play recently because the original publisher, Formal Ferret, doesn't really publish games anymore. So it's nice to see it coming back. So this one, you might want to keep an eye out because I think it'll see a resurgence when it finally launches. That's Wordsy. Number 6. My number 5, is that what we're moving on to?
Yep, we are number 5.
My number 5 is High Clue. This is a game made popular by me, made popular to me on Board Game Arena, where we play it. You have a pool of words, something that comes out where you have to make a clue for that word. It's a choice of 4 different words. So if the word was mall, you'd have to come up with a clue that tells people, yeah, I'm trying to think of the word mall. And some reason I'm really good at it. It's not a very popular game. We managed to find it at a local place and pick it up.
Oh yeah, we do have a
It plays up to 12. I think it's a fun game. It doesn't come out enough, but that's my number 5, High Clue.
Yeah, because we do have a physical copy, and it's nice to have a game that has that many player counts because there's not many of them.
I wouldn't recommend it at it.
Oh no, it can get a little hectic.
Yeah,
but yeah, that did not make my list. But my number 5 we recently played is So Clover.
Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. So we're going to move on to number 4. My number 4 is a game called Just One.
Oh, is it? We'll talk about that later.
Okay, well, what is your number 4 then?
My number 4 is a game we'll talk about later. I'm not even going to say it. My number 3, though, is So Clover.
Okay, now we can talk about that one then.
Yep. So Clover is a game. It almost seems like you're passing out toys. You get this plastic piece. You got these cards that have 4 things around the outside, and they go in a 2x2 grid. And so 2 words will be shown, like metal and shoe or something like that. You have to come up with a word that has something to do with both of those. Once you've done that with all 4 sides, you remove your cards, you add an extra card, they shuffle it up, and the rest of the players cooperatively have to come up with, what was the original orientation you have? The better you do it, the more points you get. It's a very fun game. I like the act of doing it so much so. That's why it's my number 4, my number 3 game.
Yeah, number 3.
Yeah, I just really like this. I could break it out and play multiple games of it back to back.
What I liked is that we just recently played it with friends of ours, and after playing one round, it was kind of like that. Well, we do, yes, let's play again, and then we play another round. Let's play it again. It's like, yeah, we just kept wanting to play it. So it was a a nice experience playing with for the first time with other people, and getting into it.
Cool. What's your number 2?
All right, my number 2 is Word Slam.
That's my number 4.
Oh, your number 4 is my number 2. Okay.
See, I don't even have to say the title because I knew it would be on there.
You knew it'd be on there because, we have had nights where we have literally played hours. No joke, hours of Word Slam to the point where people would just know each other. We would just yell at each other. My favorite word to ever yell out just on a whim is broccoli. I don't know why, but it became like an ongoing thing for me. Every time we played Word Slam, the first thing, is it broccoli? And then...
So for those that don't know what Word Slam is, because you keep going into your thoughts before you're telling me what the game is. What if I never heard of this?
Yes, you might want to know what Word Slam is, so you know why we're playing hours of it.
It's an out-of-print game. New gamers today probably have never heard of it. I think it should be in print, because it is a great game. That's why it's my number 4 and your number 2. So this is a game where you have a team versus team. There's a stack of cards with different words on it. They tell you whether it's like an adjective, a verb, or whatever. But you don't have every card in existence in those decks. So as a clue giver, you are taking cards from there, playing them quietly onto a little row in front of you, a little stand for the cards to stand up. Everyone is behind you. All your teammates are behind you, trying to guess what the secret word is. You and the other clue giver have looked at the secret word and decided together what it might be. Could be Jurassic Park or something like that. Put it face down. And you just play cards until somebody finally says it. That person gets the card as their point. And I guess you were shouting broccoli as a clue?
Yeah, because there was at one point where we would play it so often, we'd almost have like inside ongoing jokes within the group that we would just yell out certain things just almost like as a funny first guess. And for some reason, I just kept yelling out broccoli. It's like my first guess. Everything was broccoli. So there must have been like green food or green eat something at one point. So I guess
you had to be there because I wasn't.
And Jurassic Park must have come up a lot because that just popped in your head because I think that's been an ongoing guess.
Yeah,
many
the reason that popped up in my head is because like it could have been that or Die Hard or something like that, where because this game has been played so much, we started playing around and someone just says Jurassic Park or Die Hard before even the first cards is laid, and then one time it was that. So
I know
like,
once
that's it.
One time there was 0 cards even put onto the rack, and somebody yelled out some book or some actor.
Well, it was the movie.
Yeah, it was. I think I yelled Forrest Gump one time, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's it. No cards even laid out. Yeah, it just happened to be it.
That's whenever you need a reprint of that game to add some
and a reprint so other people who don't have it can enjoy the thrill of Word Slam. It's
an Inca and Marcus brand design, which if you're a board gamer and no designers, they've created the exit games. They've created Village. They've done some. We've played Rise of Queensdale, which was one of their games. So they're no strangers to game design, and that's their version of a word game, and it's great. So now let's go on to number what?
That was my number 2.
So my number 2 now? My number 2 now. That way we can go into number 1 together. All right.
No, I don't think I ever said my number 3.
Oh, what is it?
My number 3 is categories.
Oh, no, I guess you didn't.
I guess I skipped right over number 3 because I don't know what your number 3 is either. Do we ask about your number 3?
So Clover.
Oh, yours was So Clover. Okay, so
we got mixed up.
And that was my number 5. So we got skipped over.
Well, let's talk about your categories.
Yes. So
number 3 is my number 19.
So categories has been a childhood love. You know, I've loved that game since I was little. It's a favorite for me and my mom to play growing up. It got to the point where I used to request it to play for my birthdays. That was like, what do you want to do for birthday? Can we play categories? Because it was like, I would want it so much and play it so much that like, okay, well, that could just be for your birthday. And so I've played a lot. I have multiple variations from the old print to the new print where like I have enough where you could play like 12 people at one time, different dice sizes, and like just I've loved it for so much. I find categories is just a game like it's a fun thing. You have this dice that is a giant dice that has all these letters of the alphabet on it, and you roll it to get a letter, and then that has to be the starting letter to all the words in your list of items that time. So like boy name with 4 letters, and you rolled a M and you put Matt or so, like something like that, and you're
funny
doing
you
that.
Tell me the rules to a game that everyone knows how to play. Yet you skip the ones that no one's ever heard of.
Now I feel like even though categories is a classic, a lot of people now might not have played it because I grew up in
But I mean, if you've ever been to like a resale store or a thrift store.
You definitely see it.
Categories.
But when you don't really know what it might be or think, oh, that's just a classic game, like I'm not going to pick that up. Definitely, if you find it in that way, pick up a copy. It is like it's more fun than you would realize, and it's such a good classic word game that you could play with family. You can bring out it's super simple, easy, think up words. It's definitely one to pick up a copy. But that's my number 3.
So if you agree with categories being a game you must have, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Now we're going to skip to number 1, right?
Did you do your number 2?
Yeah, just 1. Did we talk about just 1?
No, we did not talk about just 1 because that was my number 4.
My number 2 is Just 1. This is a game that is also a cooperative game. You're trying to get 13 of these things correct. The things are, one of you doesn't know what the clue is. Everyone else does.
Yeah, one person does not know the word. Everybody else knows the word. You're trying to get that one person to guess the word. But thing is that you don't know what everybody else is going to guess. So if the word is board game, and everybody puts in the same board game name.
Writes Catan. If they're duplicates, they get knocked out.
Yep. And then they don't get that clue. And then the one person has to figure out what the word is based on the clues left.
So it is challenging, and if you make a guess and fail, it eats up 2 of your guesses. So if you just pass, it doesn't, which is a kind of cool mechanism there, because it puts a lot of pressure on you as a guesser to be like, do I risk lowering our score by 2 just to see if I can get it right? So you got to be pretty confident to give your just one clue.
Yeah.
But it's a game that keeps coming out over and over again. It's my number 2 word game. It would even be way up on a co-op list if we were making it.
And I'm not a huge co-op player normally, and this is one that I absolutely love. It's been some of my favorite times playing digital games with people on Twitch.
It's impossible to quarterback in this game.
It's an awesome game to play with a group of people, like, because you can play with so many, and then you really are trying to, like, okay, let's be unique. It's you want to try to be out the envelope and be unique with your word, so you don't match somebody else. And I like that. I like everyone trying to find the most unique word, and no one's going to think of this, and then literally somebody else thinks of the unique thing. Like, how could you? And it's just it's fun. That it's challenging fun.
And that's why it's so hard to quarterback in this game, is because the other players can't compare until it's time to compare.
Yeah. And it's like, Ronald, how could you?
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't think of a way to quarterback in just one, which is the normal reason you don't like co-ops.
Yeah, that's like I want
one of the reasons.
I want to figure out what I'm thinking of.
Yep, I think our number 1's the same, because neither of us have said it.
No, I think you've said my number 1. We had to come back to it.
Oh, my number 1 is not on your list? That is crazy.
I think it's one that I wrote down the bottom thinking, oh my gosh, you said it during this, and I was like, how can I have not thought of that? I
haven't said this one yet. Well, let's
said my number
the suspense and talk about your number 1.
All right, my number 1 is Inkling.
Wow. Inkling made your number 1? That is wild. And I'll say it again, I am a terrible speller. And that is one of the main reasons why word games are very difficult for me, because being a person that's like, I question everything I spell. I'm like, oh, that doesn't look like, is that how you spell that? Or like, I've just struggled with spelling my whole life. Word games are somewhat difficult for me, especially like I don't do well like just thinking up words that might be another word. That's why like things like Word Slam and Just One are very good for me, because it's just thinking of a word and not necessarily how well it's spelled. Like Scrabble, I struggle with Scrabble. But with Inkling, spelling doesn't count. Actually, if you spell it really weird or kooky, it actually helps you out, because the whole premise of the game, you have these cards that have letters on them, but some might not look like an actual letter, or you might take the shape of the letter, but like switch it, changes something else. And you're really just trying to get the person to figure out, how am I going to guess? You have this like list of words that are given to you, either 1 point, 2 points, or 3. And they're like, okay, this is a word that might give you 3 points, but it might be a difficult word to spell out because you have these cards that are like gonna put them out on the table to like help figure out the secret word. And you can make it look like crosswords, you can make it in weird shapes, you can like even make it not seem right. And I think I like that inventiveness of it. Like, I don't have to worry about how well it's spelled. It doesn't have to look a certain way. Like, it's just like, okay, what word is this? And I like that. I've really enjoyed every time we played it. Yeah, I enjoy it too. It's number 8 because it's probably so new to me. I haven't played it enough. This is obviously going to be a game that not a lot of people know about. The reason it got on my radar at all is because I saw it was an Osprey Games, and typically they make pretty good stuff. But yeah, it's a game I think everyone should try and see how well they do. A lot of people love to challenge it for themselves. But that's Inkling, your number one. I cannot believe this. My number one is not on your list.
I know.
And it's not an honorable mention at all. So you already know what it is.
I already know what it is. And as soon as, because you said it earlier, you said it just during your talk, commenting based on something else. As soon as you said it, I was like, how did I not even think of this game? I was literally like, can I just do an audible? Just scratch something out. Just put it in. Like, it was like, it's
Say
like
it at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
blank slate.
Oh.
What?
Blank slate's my number 14. Werewords is my number one.
Yet another. Oh my gosh. Did not even think of that one. And you didn't. Oh, you did say it. I thought it would have been blank slate.
No, I avoided saying Werewords. I thought I may have let it slip when I was talking about Secret Hitler and other chameleon related things.
Werewords. Oh, this is like Yinch. Which, watch that video and you might know what that means.
Yeah, I missed one too, but I didn't miss two. Blank slate.
I missed two of them.
I mean,
I know Oprah. I know.
Further down, I even had Landmarks and Boggle, but I mean, I don't think you would have put those in.
I almost put Boggle as an honorable mention.
Boggle's cool.
And mostly because of King of the Hill. Peggy's
you have
Boggle.
to know how to spell.
Yeah, very much so you got to know how to spell.
Let's talk about Werewords, or as a lot of people call
Werewords.
it, Insider. But I prefer the Werewords version. In this game, it's like a one-night ultimate werewolf, but it takes, once again, pressure off of somebody being a hidden traitor. You can play this game just trying to get a word right, or trying to not let everyone to get the word right. Yeah, because somebody's playing the mayor where they have a word in mind. It's 20 questions, basically.
Yeah, it's literally playing 20 questions.
But there's the traitor mechanism where someone at the table does not want you to get it right. It could be the mayor themselves. But they will ask questions and burn questions in a way and try to lead everyone astray by getting some yes answers that may lead them the wrong way or something like that. And the mayor can do nothing about it if they're on the villager's side. If they're a werewolf, they might be going, yeah, this is what I want.
Yeah. Oh, and so many times like, where mayor?
And then other people at the table might know the roles of other people at the table. Like, who are the werewolves? But if the werewolves identify that person that knows that, could be that. So you got this imaginary tug of war happening at the table. And the replayability of that game is so good.
Another one, like how I said earlier about Word Slam, this is another one we have spent hours just over and over, round after round. And when you think that a round only consists of 8 minutes, because you are timed, you're given 8 minutes, kind of similar to Werewolf, but you're trying to figure out the word in that small amount of time. And I think we've spent hours a night, like game nights, playing this. It really does say a lot about just the game in general, like trying to figure out that word. Like, okay, how are we going to figure out that word? But also playing this hidden identities part 2. It's like a 2-part word game / identity game. Yeah, so
it's a fantastic game.
I can't believe
you whiffed it. Okay, so if you were throwing in those two games, like if you could put a 0.5 after a number, where would those two games go?
Absolutely, Werewords would be like a 1.5, I might have even
0.5?
It might have been the 0.5. It could have been possibly number one.
I really thought it was. That's why I was like, let's say it at the same time. But
Inkling's been on my radar.
What about Blank Slate?
Blank Slate would easily be probably at number 3, right above categories, probably 2.5. Because I love Blank Slate. When we found it, how we did, finding it at a thrift store, I was ecstatic. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. We broke it out and played with family that very night. It's a really, really good one. I was like, I can't believe
Too bad we can't talk about it because it wasn't on our list. There may have been other games that wasn't on our list, though.
Oh.
Let us know what those games were in the comments below. And until next time, the box is closed.